Hey Emily, it's Wednesday, and as you know, I am just a 22-year-old teenage girl trying to figure things out. I have absolutely no idea what I want to do with my life because life is very long and I am still very small, and the fact that people want me to choose now is honestly a little scary. In college, I individualized my degree to kind of do social media and advocacy work, and I still love that. I spent 4 years and a whole lot of money to do that, and it's something that I'm passionate in and see myself doing as I grow up. Currently, I am a digital media specialist. I like it a lot. I don't plan on leaving my current job. My current job is watching. But over the course of my 22 years, there's a lot of jobs I've wanted to have, and there's still a lot of big dreams I have, even though some of them aren't feasible. For example, I've always wanted to be a YouTuber. So we'll see how this goes. So, in an effort to get to know a little bit about me, here are some jobs that I've thought I wanted in the past, some jobs I think I might want in the future, and some that I am definitely not going to be able to do, but it's really cool to dream, right? So for the most part, as a kid, I wanted normal kid jobs. I wanted to be a ballerina when I was like, in preschool. One that's a little less normal looking back is how I wanted to be a bus driver. Okay, so hear me out. I rode the school bus for about 3 hours a day going back and forth to school. So I had a lot of time to think about school buses while on school buses. I didn't really want to be a bus driver as much as I wanted to like build this amazing bus. Kind of like a camper. I was like, okay, so I'll make all of the seats their own bed, and they're gonna have TVs and mini fridges and everything, and everyone's gonna get their own seat, and no one's gonna have to share. And like, obviously, that's not possible. But I was 5, and so in my kindergarten about me book, it does say I wanted to be a bus driver, and that is a legacy I have had to hold. And honestly, I don't think I could handle that. Bus drivers are freaking saints, especially my bus driver. My bus was terrible. And it was such a long route. This is kind of similar to how I said I wanted to be a teacher, but I didn't really want to be a teacher. I just wanted to decorate a classroom. That's another job I know I can't handle because I've seen my college roommate get ready to be a teacher, and like, she's teaching middle school. That's rough. Grace is my hero. I do still like to decorate classrooms though. I also wanted to be a professional colorer. Like, I just wanted to color coloring pages, and as a professional, like, I made up this scenario where like it was a high competition of how well you could color in book pages, and I was number one and I was sought after. I wasn't even that good at coloring. I think I just wanted to be an artist, but I was too young to really know about artists. But after those, none of my childhood dream jobs were that interesting, mostly just like writer and artist. I was convinced I'd be the next Taylor Swift for a hot minute because I grew up in Pennsylvania. Kind of missed my mark there. Around 7th grade, I kind of hit the panic that I'm currently in, which is, oh my god, life is so short. How am I supposed to choose one career for my entire life? I want to do everything. So that kind of leads me to my next section. So first things first, I'd love to be a professional organizer. I just think that sounds like a freaking amazing job. I love organizing things. I am a slut for storage containers. You think that would mean I am more organized in my daily life? I'm not, but I love to do it. Like, I love when my drawers get messy and I can reorganize them, but like, the idea of doing that as a job is so nice. And getting to do like little drawer dividers, 10 out of 10, would love to do that. Like that, I'd also like interior design. Don't use my room as an example of whether or not I'd be good at it. I swear, with a good budget, I would not have to resort to tapestries. This relates to me like wanting to be a bus driver, to get this massive bus, and a teacher to decorate a classroom. Like, I just love to decorate, and getting to implement someone else's vision sounds so exciting. I probably would not be as good as I think I would be at it, especially because like, they go to school for that shit. There's no way I could just pull up and do that, but I'm very excited to decorate my future house. I also have like the stereotypical dreams, like owning a coffee shop, owning a bookstore, being a baker. Honestly, I think I just love to work at a bookstore. I look at Barnes & Noble's career page a lot. I just love books. And I do think I would like owning a coffee shop. Not because of the whole like making your own coffee and stuff like that. Like, yeah, that's part of it, yes. But like, I love to manage. I love like spreadsheets, and I love like budgets, and I love organizing, and I love decorating, and I just think it'd be so fun to have a little business to run. I would need a business partner, obviously, but that's not something like I'm totally scratching off. Like, wouldn't it be super cool? And like, I'm sure everybody has this dream of opening like a cafe and a little bookstore, but like, is that not the dream? Is that not everyone's dream? And like, oh, being a florist, that would be so cool. Do I have a green thumb? No. I kill every plant. My snake plant's barely hanging on. But I still think it'd be fun. This is why they're dream jobs. Something I do have a little bit of experience in is event planning, and with that, I would love to be a party planner. Like, oh my gosh, I think that'd be so fun. Just like getting to make and like host. I am a host person to my core. I cannot wait to have a house and host little dinner parties when I have money and can buy little dinner party stuff. I don't think I can handle being a wedding planner. That might be a little too high stress for me, but like genuinely, I would love to be a party planner. If you need a party plan, hit me up. I'll do it for free. I just fucking love doing stuff like that. Please. Hey Emily, are we allowed to swear on this channel? Have we sworn? Right, anyway. I did say I didn't think it'd be good at wedding planning. I might be, but it seems a little out of my, I mean, all of this is out of my wheelhouse what I've been talking about, but like, I think that I would love to work at a bridal shop. I love dresses. I love. I'd like to say I love weddings. I haven't been to one in forever, but I'm going to one in October, and I have a feeling I'm going to love it. Like, that's so my shit. So I just think, like, getting to help somebody choose, like, their perfect dress, that sounds like so much fun. And being surrounded by pretty dresses all day. God, I have looked at applying to bridal shops before I got the job I have, but there's not many near me, and also, like, full-time job salary in my career beats bridal shop part-time, but like, wouldn't it be so fun? If I get rich, I'm just gonna like do a bunch of little jobs. Like, I just want to have a bunch of little tasks. Not to mention all of the things I'd like to go to grad school for. Like, I have a list of little master's degrees I'd want to get. I know that school's hard. I wrote a thesis. It's why I could never get a doctorate. I'd love to get a doctorate, but after writing my thesis, like, how am I ever supposed to write a dissertation? That was the hardest thing I've ever done. And it wasn't even that hard. Like, imagine just being a professional student. There are people who do that. There are people who just go and they get to learn. And I think that is amazing. And I'm so, so jealous. Obviously, I love social media. I love photography. I love the job I'm currently doing. And I think I will probably stay in this field realistically. Especially if I can find a way to continue doing the advocacy work that I like to do. Like, I don't see myself leaving. And there is a dream job I have that is in the field that I'm currently working in. And if any of my friends watch this, they will know exactly what I'm talking about because I've been obsessed with this. My number one dream job is to work at Duolingo, specifically as their social media person. Not to like make our page corporate or anything immediately, but like, I am obsessed with Duolingo's online branding and their online marketing. I genuinely stalk their career page. Like, I have notifications on LinkedIn. I have applied so many times to every single marketing role that they post. I have made memes. I have made TikToks. I have sent in like a million portfolio examples perfectly catered to Duolingo. I, of course, have a Duolingo streak. I don't know. I think it's almost 200 days. I take it very seriously. I have been known to go into the bathroom at parties to go do my Duolingo. Actually, one time I did my Duolingo in the pit at a Boy Genius concert. And like, I don't expect any of our videos to go viral, but if this one did, I would not want fame. I would not want money. I would take a job offer to Duolingo. And that's all I'm going to say about that. Okay, so what we've learned this week is I have a lot of passions and dreams. Literally, who knows where I'm going to end up. That is exciting, and it is also really terrifying. It's crazy being 22, where you feel like you have your entire world ahead of you, but also like, it feels like there's so much pressure to make a decision now, and you see all these possibilities, and it hurts to know that like, you have to make choices. You can't do everything. And sure, you can do a lot of things, and I can jump back and forth, and I'm planning to do a lot of amazing fun things with my life, but like, at the end of the day, I have to choose what I put my time and energy into. And I struggled with that in college. I did a lot of extracurriculars and I jumped around a lot. And that was one of the things I loved about my college, is that it allowed me to sort of dip my toes into everything. But at the end of the day, I had to make some choices, and that's life. I feel like I failed to mention that working with complexly, like, Obviously, that's the dream job. Like, what nerd fighter wouldn't want to work at Complexly? Like, what an amazing company. Anyway, if anybody wants to share like their experience in any of the roles that I mentioned, I'd love to get some feedback on what it is like to work in one. Except maybe the bus driver. I don't think that anyone could convince me to switch to being a bus driver because I'm scared of driving minivans. To me, company culture is one of the like first things I look at when it comes to looking at jobs and thinking of dream jobs. So I know like for all the jobs I mentioned, it really depends on who you're working with and what the organization's like. And I'm also not foolish enough to think that I could just waltz into all of these jobs. I do not have qualifications for half. So Emily, what's your dream job? I feel like I have a little bit of an idea because we talk about careers and stuff a lot, but like what's your Duolingo of dream jobs, you know? Let me know when you make your video, and I'll see you on Wednesday. My light keeps changing. I'm so sorry. I'm not using a professional camera because I don't have a professional camera right now. I'm so sorry.